welcome to Core Moves. Today we're going to do a short bar workout just to get you moving, get your heart rate up a little bit, and to work through your thighs, your glutes, and your abdominals. Okay, so all you need is a chair, a table, edge, a bar, something to hold on to for support for balance, and either a mat or soft surface so that you don't bruise your tailbone when you're doing your abdominals or hurt your knees. Okay, so we're going to start off with our feet in parallel, hip distance apart. So if you put your hands on your hip bones with your thumb tucked behind and your sort of L's of your hands cradling the top of your hips, and then allow your middle fingers to fold forward. You'll feel your ASIS there. It's like two little bony protuberances on the front of our hip bones. So when we look down, if we have our fingers on those bony landmarks, then our feet, the middle of our feet or between our middle two toes, should come in a direct line with the front of those hip bones. For most people, that's about 1.5 fist widths between our feet or between our knees. Okay, so once we've got that nice parallel, stable stance, we're going to lengthen up through the body, all the way up through the crown of the head from the pubic bone, and pull the belly button towards the spine. We're going to roll those shoulders back for 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to pick up the toes, push them down, and lift the heels. Lower them down. Pick up the toes, lift the heels. So we're just finding our balance here, using our core to find that stability, working through the muscles on the sides of the hips and the glutes to keep us nice and stable and level so that we don't rock from one side to the other. We're going to lift one more time, lower the heels, and lift the toes. Now from there, transfer your weight to your left leg. Come up on the ball of your right foot. Bring your hands to your hips. And we're going to float that foot up. So we're going to float it up for 4. Tap it down. 3. Keep pulling that belly button towards the spine. And it's a long bend in that hip and the movement is coming from the muscles. Put that foot down. Roll through the ball of the foot to the heel. And then transfer the weight and come up on the right leg, ball of the left toe. And then float it up for 4. 3, so try not to collapse into that hip. You want to engage the muscles in that leg to keep you nice and tall. Last one, place it down. Now we're going to alternate legs. So lift, lower down. Lift, lower down. So pointing the toes will help just engage the muscles in the quadriceps a little bit more. So the front of the thighs and also the front of the shins. We want to keep our hips nice and level so we're not swaying too much side to side. And we want to make sure that we're not rocking the pelvis forwards and backwards with the movement. We're using our abdominals to brace the movement and keep us nice and stable and secure. From there, we're going to add on the arms. So you're moving the alternate arm to the alternate leg. So as I kick my left leg, my right hand floats forward. And then my left, and my right, and my left. So we're getting our heart rate up a little bit. We're going to move a bit faster. Right, left, right, left. So I'm cueing the hands here. Left, right, left. Arms are active. We're not just throwing them in the air. We've got 3 more. 2, 1. Now we're going to bring both hands up in a Russian dancer and we're going to tap, tap. So really getting that engagement of the arms that you're pushing those hands down and finding that connection with your core, with your abdominals. You're still long through the spine and we're still working through those legs. So you may find your heart rate is starting to go up here. You may find you're starting to get a bit shorter breath. Only a little bit of movement can actually get our heart going. Okay, so we're going to finish off 3 more. 2, 1, and hands back to the hips. And 4, 3, keep pulling the belly in. 1. Now open the arms to a W out to the sides and we're going to twist, twist, twist. So you want to find that length from the tailbone to the crown of the head, like you're spiraling on a corkscrew. Okay, you find that length in your body throughout. So as we rotate, again, we don't want to flex and fold with the rotation. We want to keep nice and tall and spin like we're on a center axis. And reach those legs forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to swinging hands. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 2 more. Right, left. Last one. Right, left. Hands back to the hips. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Bring both feet in and we're just going to keep our heart going. So we're going to move straight into plie. So again, your feet are hip distance apart and we're just bending those knees and extending. As you extend the knees, make sure that you don't snap your knees back. You're contracting the quads, you're keeping long through the torso, and it's just a little micro bend or a demi-plie, okay? Hands are at the hips to start. Just check your knees are going directly over your toes. Last 3, 2, 1. We're gonna add on the arms. Bring them up to first position in front of you. So elbows are lower than the shoulders, hands are lower than the elbows, and the arms are active. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna pulse here. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna raise the arms as we stand tall again. Up, down, down, and up. Push those glutes back. Find that strength in the back line of your body. So you're pushing from the bum, from the heels right up through the back of the body and into the glutes, and keeping that belly connected towards the spine. Down and lift. Down, down, and lift. 2 more. Down, down. Find that length as you lift those arms. Last one. Down and lift. Come down and pulse again. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall. Swim the arms out wide to the side. And we're going to turn our feet into first position. So from there, we're going to use the glutes or the outside of the leg to squeeze our heels in together. And our toes are pointing out. So this is called our first position. Okay, we're going to continue with our little plies. So you're going to start with a gentle bend and then squeezing the inner thighs and the glutes. You stand tall. Gentle bend and tall. 2 more. And lift. Last one, lift it up. We're going to add the arms. Arms out in first. And lift. Down. And lift. Down. Lift. Keep pulling that belly button towards the spine. And keep the muscles underneath the armpits engaged. Last 2. Lift. 1. Lift it up, come down, and pulse. Pulse. Really drive those knees out to the sides. We're going out. 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 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Pulse. Lift it up. We come down. Down. Lift it up. Down. Down. Lift it up. Down. Down, squeeze those glutes. Down, down, long through the spine. Last 3, lift it up. 2, and tall. 1, lift it up, come down and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. We're going to step out to second. So stand up tall, and then you're going to open the feet up wider than shoulder distance, okay? So your feet are still in that turnout. You're using the glutes, and we're going to come down into what would be called a sumo squat. This is our wide second position, and we're plieing again. So we're coming down, arms back in that first position, and lower the tail towards the floor and lift it up. Lower the tail, lift it up. So the knees are driving out wide to the side. Out, in, out, in. 4 more. Down, lengthen the spine, belly in, lengthen. 3, last 2, last 1. We're going to pulse here. So pulse. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. We're going to add the arms with our lengthening. So turn your arms so they're parallel to the body. And as we stand tall, lift the arms up to the side. Squeeze them in. And lift. Squeeze. Lift. Really squeeze those glutes as you stand up tall and pull the arms in. So push them up from the center of the shoulders, pull them in from the bottom of the shoulders. Lift, in, lift, in, belly button towards the spine, in, last 2. We're going to pulse at the top. 1, so we go up, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and up again. Singles, down, lift, 3, lift, drive those knees out wide, and down. Lift, last 2, down, lift, last 1, lift it up. We're going to add on. So you're going to step into first, second, first, second, first, second, and first, second. So keeping a little bounce, lightness in the body. The heart rate is getting back up there again. Open, open, last 3, 2, 1, open out from here, lengthen the legs, soft bend the knees, and we're going to rotate so that we face one direction. So your right leg is in front, your left leg is back. We're into a lunge position. Squeeze that back glute to get it active, and a little gentle bend in the front knee to check your knee is going directly over the toes. Have that back heel lifted, and we're going to lower and lift that back heel to start. Hands on hips, so push it down, lift it up. 2, lift. 3, 4, lift it up. Now we're going to lunge down, down, and up. 2, keep that back heel lifted. Feel that stretch through the front of the quad. 4, 4, lift. 3, 2, 1, come up. Now we're going to go down and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it up, singles again. 8, lift. 7, really contract the muscles in the quad as you stand tall. Lift. 4, 3, 2, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, step it up, pull it in, walk your feet. And pedal those feet, so we're walking in parallel, just lifting one heel and then the other, bringing one knee forward, and then the other, keeping the hips nice and still. Getting that heart rate back down. 4, 3, 2. We're going to step the right leg back now, so lift up that left foot, step the right back, come into your lunge, so your heel is high, your front leg is bent, your hips are square, your shoulders are square. We're going to push that back heel down, lift it up, down, up, down, up. Last one, lift it up, and we lunge, lunge, and lift, lunge. Contract that quad, lunge. Keep that glute connected, down, and up. Last 3, 3, 2, 1, come up, come down, and pulse. 2, 3, belly towards the spine. 4, 3, 2, lengthen up, up, and down. Up and down. Fully contract that leg without snapping into the back of the thighs. We don't want to overextend that knee. Keep your back glute connected. Down. Last 3, long through the spine. 2. We're going to pulse again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, stand up tall. We're going to rotate back to that second position. So I'll turn and face you. We're back in our second. And our hands are on our hips. We're going to come down to our plie. Let's stand up tall. Bring your hands into first position. Stand up tall. First and tall. Or sorry, second. Hands are in first. And lift. Lift. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And pulse. Drag those knees out wide. 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, back to singles. Lift it up, down, up. Squeeze those glutes as you come up. Up. You notice our arms are a bit different this time. Lift, lift. 4, 3, 2, pulse it down and pulse, pulse, pulse. Drive the knees out wide, spine is long, belly button's pulled in. 4, 3, 2, we're going to do our second to first. We're going to step it in and out. Now I'm going to step that way because you got to make sure you're working your left leg. So we go in, out, first, second. Now we're going to add the arms on again. Second, so first, second, first. This time we're going in and out with those arms. Out, out. Find that nice opening in the hip as you drive out and that connection in the heels as you come into first. In, out, last 4. 3, 2, 1, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1 more set. Pull it in, out, out. Your thighs might be burning a bit by now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it in, and we go up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms up tall. Open the feet to parallel as you drive the arms out to the side, and walk your feet. Get yourself a little drink if you need, I do. And we're going to bring ourselves down to the floor. So on the floor, sorry, we had the foam roller there for balance if we needed it while we're doing our plies. My balance was okay today. So we're going to come on the floor into our hands and knees. So on our hands and knees, or our quadruped position, we want the heels of our hands to be directly underneath the shoulder and a long line from the crown of our head all the way to our tail. So we're pulling that belly button in towards the spine, pulling the shoulders down and back, and our knees are directly underneath our hips, okay? From here, we're going to find that balance, pushing through the floor, finding the connection with the core. The abdominals are pulled in and up towards the spine. And we're going to find the weight balanced on the left leg as we slide the right leg back. Now from here, keep that pelvis as still as possible. Squeeze that right glute and lift the leg up. And hold. 4, 3, 2. We're going to lower and lift the leg. Here we go. Lower, down, squeeze the glute. Down, squeeze the glute. So don't allow the lower back to move with this exercise. You don't want to feel that extension in the back. It's coming from the bum. Lower and lift. Energy through the toes. Keep rolling that thigh in towards the middle of your body so that your legs stay parallel. Lift. Last 2. Lift. Last 1. Hold it up and we're going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now keep it up there. Flex the foot towards the floor. And then you're going to keep the knee the same height as the hip, and you're going to pull the heel in towards the bum. Push it out slowly. Pull it in. Keep pushing in the floor to keep those shoulders connected. Push it out. Pull it in. Push it out. Last 4. In. Reach. Keep that belly engaged. Pull. And reach. Last 2. Pull. And reach. Nice and slow. Last 1. Pull it in. We're going to keep it in. We're going to pulse it up. So like you're kicking your heel into the ceiling. So we kick, 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 kick. 4, 3, pulse. 2, pulse. 1, pulse it up, bend the, straighten the leg, lower the toe towards the floor, bend that knee in, slide it in, and just push your bum back onto your heels for a minute. Stretch your hands forward into a little bit of child's pose, or in Pilates we call it a shell stretch because we pull the belly away from the front of the thighs to stretch that lower back, making the shape of a turtle shell. And then reach it forward into that nice child's pose, sticking the tail out so we stretch through those glutes. And then one more time, that shell stretch, pulling the belly away from the front of the thighs, stretching the lower back. And one more time, reaching those hands forward, sticking the tail out, finding that nice stretch in the glutes. Bring your hands back onto the mat. Push the weight forward so you're back on your hands and knees. Again, readjust your body. Make sure your knees are directly underneath your hips. Your hands are directly under the shoulders. Pull the belly button in. Nice and wide through the shoulder blades. Transfer the weight to that right thigh. So we're perpendicular to the floor. We're going to slide that left leg back. And then we're going to squeeze the glute, lift it up and hold. 4, 3, rolling that thigh in so we stay in parallel. 2, 1, now we lower and lift. Lower, down, and lift. Keep the head long, the shoulders away from the ears. The belly button pulled towards the spine so we don't arch in that lower back. Lower and lift, pointing through that toe to keep the whole front of the leg connected as we work the muscles in the back of the leg. Last 2, lift it up. Last 1, lift and hold, and we pulse. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from there, keep the leg lifted, flex the toe towards the floor, and then bend the knee, bringing the heel towards your bum. Reach it out slowly, pushing through that heel. Pull it in slowly, finding the back of the thigh. Reach it out, keep pulling the belly button towards the spine, pull it in. Keeping the body as still as possible, try not to collapse in that right leg so you're staying perpendicular to the floor, pull it in. Reach it out, pull it in, and reach, pull. Last 2, reach, pull. Last 1, we're going to reach it out. Now pull it in, keep it in, and we push our heel up towards the ceiling. Kick it up, release, up, release. Keep pulling that belly button towards the spine so you're not arching in that lower back. Up, release. Last 4, 4, pulse. 3, 2, 1, and reach that leg long, lower the foot to the floor, slide that knee in, push your hips back onto your heels and stretch your hands forward. Really find that nice length in the spine here, reaching through the shoulders, reaching through the glutes. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, pull the belly away from the thighs into your turtle shell shape. Inhale, lengthen again, finding that nice stretch in the spine, stretch in the glutes. Exhale, curling it back in, finding that stretch in the lower back. Last one, inhale. And then exhale, curling in, and this time we're going to come all the way up to seated, lengthening the spine so we're sat up nice and tall on our heels. Okay, we're going to move into our abdominals. So from here, just bring your hip down to the floor, kick your feet around, and we're going to slide ourselves forward and have your feet, again, that hip distance apart. So your knees will be about 1 to 1.5 fist widths apart, and you have a nice sort of 90-degree bend in the knees. We're going to put our hands on the front of our knees and pull the spine up so that we're sat nice and tall on top of our sit bones. So those little bony bumps at the bottom of your bum, okay? You sat up nice and tall, inhaling, shoulders are down and back. And then as we exhale, we're gonna tuck the pelvis under like we're tilting a bowl backwards and pull the belly button towards the floor and look between the knees. Inhale, pull into the front of the knees and lengthen up again. Exhale, curl, starting with the belly button, and then pull it under and look. Inhale, rock that bowl forward, lift the chest and lengthen. One more for me. Exhale, curl it back. So the weight comes behind those sit bones and your belly button is really hugging in towards your spine. Okay, our hands are on the knees. Now from here, we're going to try and challenge our abdominals a little bit more. So you're going to float the right hand up and then the left hand up without moving the torso. So we've still got that nice C scoop in those abdominals. We're sat just behind the sit bones and our legs are active. So we want to feel like we're pulling our feet towards us and we're holding those abdominals in nice and tight. The arms are active and floating just above that knee height. If this is too much for you, absolutely bring your hands back to your knees or behind your thighs, but keep those elbows out nice and wide. If this is comfortable for you and you don't feel a challenge at all, lift those hands up overhead. Either way, find the method that feels really good for your body. Take one more deep inhale, and then as you exhale, we're going to lengthen back up, find that weight directly on top of those sit bones again. We're going to do that again. Inhale, exhale, curl back behind those sit bones, look towards the belly, find that nice C curve in the abdominals, and then take the hand option that's for you. Okay, so right now we want our eye gaze to be between our kneecaps, or between our inner thighs, and we're pulling that belly button in. And if you want to challenge yourself more, float those arms up, and we're holding. 3, 2, 1, drop the hands, lift the chest, inhale, sit nice and tall. Okay, we're going to add on from there. Exhale, curl the weight behind the sit bones again. Take the hands away, and this time we're going to rotate towards our right side. So we're staying in that curl and we're spinning towards the right and we're holding it there. 6, 5, 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, rotate to center, lengthen up, hands on the front of the knees, inhale. Exhale, curl it back again. Find that nice curl, activate those arms, and then spin on that central axis of the spine. Keep those knees nice and still and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Inhale, exhaling, lengthening up. Good. From there, we're going to come back onto the floor a little bit more. So you're going to roll back again behind those sit bones, and then you're going to bring your right elbow to the floor. So your elbow should be directly underneath the shoulder. Once you find that connection, you're going to bring the left elbow towards the floor, okay? And then you're going to pull that belly button in towards the spine again to get that little bit of abdominal tuck, and we're going to float the right leg up. Now, if this is for you, we can stay right here. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, you pick up the left foot, okay? And we're going to do toe taps. So, alternating toe taps, we're going to reach the right leg back, pull it in, the left leg down, pull it in. If you have one foot down, then you're just going to work through the one leg, lifting it up, put it down, lift it up, put it down. So we're still alternating depending on what option is for you. If your feet are down, you're still working those lower abdominals. If your feet are up, you're just working a little bit more through the upper abdominals as well. And we keep alternating, keeping the pelvis and the spine as still as possible. Keep pulling yourself away from those shoulders so you're not collapsing and shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears. And lift. We've got 2 more on each side. Down and right and left. Keep pulling that belly in and right. Inhale and then exhale. Lower the right foot to the floor. Articulate through the toe ball and heel. And then the left articulating toe ball and heel. And then from there, just slide your hands forward as you lower your body down towards the floor. Take a nice deep inhale here and then slide your heels nice and close in towards your bum. So we want our heels to be about 1 hand length away from our bum. And again, we've got that hip distance between them. We're going to roll our shoulders down and back and let's turn our palms up towards the ceiling to keep the chest nice and open. So like we're smiling across that collarbone. The spine is in neutral to start, which means we feel a little bit of space under our lower back. As we inhale to prepare, and then as we exhale, we push that lower back into the floor, pulling the ribs towards the hips and the hips towards the ribs to put our belly in that brace position or that imprint position. Then we're going to continue to push into the feet, squeeze the glutes, and roll the spine away from the floor until we come to our bridge position. So our bridge position is shoulders are down, we're not up on the neck, our shoulders are down, we're open nice and wide, and we have a long line from the shoulders all the way to the knees. So we're not pushing up like this and losing the belly, we're keeping that belly connected, and we're squeezing those glutes to have as much hip height as feels comfortable for us and our lower back. And we're still holding, relaxing those feet, relaxing the shoulders. 2, last one. Now inhale, exhale, roll the spine back down. Give those vertebrae a massage as you articulate them back onto the floor. 1 vertebrae at a time. Plant that lower back and then tip the pelvis forward so you get that space behind your back and your neutral spine again. We're going to come up again in a minute, so take a deep inhale. As you exhale, roll the pelvis up, squeeze those glutes, push into the heels, find that stretch through the front of the hip. Legs stay in parallel. And this time we're going to do little pulses. So it's like somebody's going to karate chop you right at that crease between your hip and your thigh. You're going to drop it down, squeeze the glute, lift it up. Karate chop, flex, and extend. Karate chop, flex, and extend. 3 more. Flex, keeping that pelvis nice and still. Lift with those glutes. Flex at the front of the hip. Lift with the glutes. Last one. Flex. Lift it up. Inhale. Exhale. Roll down through the spine. 1 vertebrae at a time. Passing through that imprint and releasing to neutral. From there, slide your feet away just a little bit so you have about a 90-degree bend in your knees. And we're going to reach our palms facing each other. To start with, we're going to just reach them back overhead slightly, about 40 degrees, but we want to push the front of our rib cage down so that it's trying to tuck itself into our hip bones or into our front pockets of our jeans. So keep that connection in those abdominals. Then as we inhale, we're going to float those arms forward, nod the chin, flex the upper body up, and turn the palms so they're facing the floor. And our head is nice and relaxed above our shoulders. Our belly button is pulled in nice and tight. And ideally, we want to be in that neutral, so a little bit of space behind the back. But if you find you have any lower back pain in this position, by all means, tuck under and move to that back push into the mat or that imprint position. If you have any pain in your head, then you can bring 1 hand behind your head, but don't pull on the head. You just want to use your abdominals to support you here. And have your head directly above your shoulders so it doesn't feel so heavy. We've been holding it here. We've got 2 more seconds. 1, inhale, exhale, lengthen down, sweep those hands back up. This time you can allow the rib cage to pop, fold your hands into your elbows and reach those elbows overhead. If it's comfortable for you, you can extend the legs down nice and long. Find a nice stretch through the front line of the body. You can wiggle the toes side to side or the ankles side to side so that you're spinning laterally, medially in the thigh. And then still those legs. Engage the back of the legs again to slide the feet in, pulling the heels in, that nice 90-degree distance. Pull the elbows back over the head, rib cage comes back down, reach the hands towards the ceiling. Inhale, Exhale, flex up, reach those palms forward. Now from there, we're going to bring our hands behind our head and we're going to rotate to the right and center. Keep pulling the belly in, left and center, right and center. So we're twisting with the armpit, not the elbow, center. Twist, armpit towards the thigh, center, twist, center, last one on the right, center, and the left. And again, you can do this in your imprint. Now inhale up a little bit more, exhale, lengthen down, fold the arms into the elbows, reach the arms overhead, send the legs down long. We're going to try and do a full roll up here, from here, so take a nice moment to breathe in and breathe out, pulling the belly in, the diaphragm in and up. And then we're going to reach the hands up towards the ceiling, bring those ribs down, flex the toes towards the face, squeeze your glutes and feel like you're really pushing the back of your legs into the floor. Now extend the hands back just a little bit, inhale, exhale, bring them forward, turn the palms towards the floor, nod the chin and begin to reach towards your toes, coming into a nice forward fold position. And then inhaling, lengthening up. We're going to do that one more time. I'm going to show you a modification. So from here, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, tuck that tail under like we did in the first abdominals and begin rolling the belly away from the thighs and sweep the hands back up overhead. So if you didn't make it up that time, bend the knees in to that 90-degree angle. Inhale, sweep the hands. Exhale, flex up and then push the feet away. And it'll help give you that little bit of momentum to carry the body forward. And then inhale, lengthen up all the way and lower the hands. From there, if you can, come into a cross-legged position. If that's not for you, you can sit on your knees. And if that's not for you, you can keep the legs extended and out front, long in front of you. Okay, we're going to do a little mermaid. So we're going to bring both hands to the sides. You're going to sweep your right hand up towards the sky and then giving a gentle bend in your left elbow, you're going to reach that arm up and over, getting a nice lateral bend like you're flexing over a beach ball. Inhale, lengthen up, lower that hand, opposite hand comes up, inhale, exhale, flexing up and over. Inhale into that top rib cage and that bend, exhale, lengthening up. So again, if you're in a cross-legged position, we're going to do the right hand again. So you inhale, sweep it up, exhale, up and over. Inhale, breathing into that right rib cage. Exhale, lengthening up. Lower the hand, last one on the left, lift it up. Reach up and over. Lengthening up and lowering down. So hopefully that got you sweating a little bit, your heart rate up a little.